Hello traders, in front of you Alpha Fibonacci Proprietary Strategy with a software to day trade futures for Ninja Trader 8, showing you black and white where to short the market from. What else is the software telling you right now? Price came to the green zone. This is a very important moment in financial markets where intelligent trader understand monitoring for bullish reversal will be a beautiful news this morning. So let's recap what played out since yesterday trading room. We identified on Nasdaq that this level to the upside will be war zone, correct? This is where market collapsed from, spelling out buyers are weak. To those of you who missed yesterday morning, let me present to you this chart going back all the way to Monday. So you can see predictive precision of the Alpha Fibonacci system. You knew since Monday that market selling off on retail chart. You knew since Monday that 24,500 level is to monitor for bullish pullback from. So if I convert this chart to 5 to 10 to 15 to any chart you choose to trade, you understand and see the power of the system without any software, only Fibonacci retracement tool and only proprietary levels and strategies applied. So what are we dealing with this morning? No matter what chart you trade, you understand quite well. Number one, market oversold. We keep testing critical key buy point. Exact same place where Nasdaq reversed from yesterday, and overnight session is coming up again and again and again. So if I convert this chart to 1, did we know or did we know that this is not the place to short? Of course. But we also know extremely well, no matter what chart you trade on Nasdaq this morning, if price failing to break through this level, buyers remain extremely weak, which means price stuck in retail chop. Nothing else is here, no institutional power, just retail chop the morning before FOMC. That's it. So no matter what chart you trade, what do you know many hours before FOMC, and what is the software telling you? You'd love to be at this level. This is institutional buy point. This is limited trading range with a retail chop. Purity and simplicity are the core of all of my trading system I develop. Every single strategy based on pure price for entry and proprietary Alpha Fibonacci retracements for exits. So if we remain stuck in this vein, you knew all of this hours and days in advance, correct? If we see spectacular buying, price will move one step at a time. How to trade this, you learn in the course. And again and again and again, here's the software on any chart you choose to trade. Pure and simple. You understand quite well. With a single glimpse, all ahead is a critical key, retail brick wall to the upside. It's a retail chop this morning before FOMC, black and white. Nothing else is here, only this. So if I bring to your attention S&P, what does the intelligent trader remembers that played out yesterday in the trading room? Let's recap. We spelled out to the upside. 67.14, 67.15 is a critical key retail resistance that identifies the weakness of the buyers. And again, if I bring to your attention this chart going back to Monday, you knew this days in advance. Nothing else is here, only this. And again, these are the events of yesterday morning with very weak buyers. Chop continued. Bearish pullback in a play, and again, does not matter if you trade 5, 10, 15, any chart. This is S&P. as we knew where war zone will be. And of course, if I bring to your attention very important chart on S&P, we're very clear. Bullish rally slightly higher than overnight session, and this is key resistance in front of you. 21 is a very powerful Fibonacci number in all of my day trading systems. This is the year I celebrate 21 years of developing my own trading systems. And I promise you, the best things in the market are very, very simple. If you've been brainwashed that trading is brutal and nasty, it's for one reason only. Every single thing in financial markets designed and developed to confuse the trader, to overload your brain with junky delayed indicators. When in fact, when you're trading Alpha Fibonacci system, you know hours, days in advance where price heading to. But if you decide to use the system long term, you knew many months in advance where market would sell off from. And you also understand quite well why today is extremely important day with a single glimpse. That's it. And we will dive into Nvidia since it's Nvidia's earnings in preparation for earnings today. So that's where we are on S&P this morning and on Nasdaq. Again, Nasdaq drastically more oversold than S&P. I'm just showing you the power of the system without software. I can convert these charts to any chart you choose to trade. And again, if you were a trading system with the software, you knew quite well not to short into this level, to monitor for bullish reversal from. So if we see phenomenal rally today, you understand quite well. We are present at institutional buy point. Phenomenal bullish rally before FOMC is possibility, and you will see next what will play out. As again, all spelled out in advance, never, ever, ever after the fact. Converted both charts to 15. 24,800 level is a war zone on Nasdaq. 67.14 is the end of the minor trend on S&P. So again, pay attention without software and with. Nasdaq stuck in pain, and so is S&P. No powerful bullish rally, it's because this is key retail resistance up front. Pure and simple. You're not pushing the gas pedal, correct, when you're stuck in traffic jam? You understand and respect what traffic telling you. If you do that, you can understand and respect what price is telling you. To the tick. Something that started as my hobby became my passion and obsession. Right-click the strategies I work with right now, just to give you a glimpse. 470 strategies developed. Students at JP Morgan, students as financial advisors, hedge fund managers, hedge fund traders all over the world. Fathers bringing their children, husbands bringing their wives. This holiday week, I'm meeting a student who is flying his family to celebrate Thanksgiving next to me, which is an ultimate honor. This week, we will take an updated family photo with my student who brought his daughter to me to trade. So here we go. This is family affair. This photo is 15 years old. Michael became a prop firm trader. Emma, right now 17, she was 12 when she started trading the system. Pure and simple. So when you're witnessing such ultimate simplicity, and I will walk you through when you can find Michael's podcast and Michael's emails, and how you see how traders from complete beginner trader become prop firm traders, all start with this simplicity. Key retail support remains obeyed, but no bullish rally here. None are present. only chop, only retail pain. So let's go to oil before oil news, and let's go to Nvidia, shall we? Because if you love to play chess, if you love to play checkers, and if you are a great driver, you're already programming your brain for success. Key moment in front of you. Again and again and again, we knew this is not the place to short. No matter what chart you trade, correct? We knew if institutional buyers step in, you will see phenomenal bullish rally next. But this is key level in front of you to the upside. Key retail brick wall that remains intact since European session. Pure and simple. So when we're witnessing so many bullish alerts, intelligent trader understands this is the power of the system playing out in front of you live. How to trade this, you learn in the course. As strategic intelligent chess, you can trade on Bitcoin, on Nvidia, on any instrument you choose. Do not be brainwashed that trading is painful and brutal. Do not be brainwashed that you need multiple delayed indicators. I promise you, you don't. Again, to summarize all you witnessed in front of you. With the power of the Alpha Fibonacci system, it was black and white. You're not shorting the market, you monitor for long. Massive, massive, massive numbers of long alerts played out. Bullish rally is on. That's it, pure and simple. You are not overcomplicating trading, you are witnessing ultimate simplicity in front of you. And you're understanding quite well. If institutional rally playing out before FOMC, you understand quite well what the test point will be. Correct? All in advance, days this morning. All in advance as we recapped the retail chart since this Monday. So again, with a single glimpse, intelligent trader understands it's a historical chart in front of you right now. As we knew and discussed, hours and days in advance, months in advance, where sell-off will play out on this chart. And with a single glimpse, intelligent trader knew that today is a historical event. Do not overcomplicate trading. No matter what chart you trade, this is simplicity and purity in front of you. Every single day. So if you understand the power of congruent trading with institutional traders, it's playing out in front of you this morning. That's it. So again, key event next. No matter what chart you trade. Correct? No software here. Software is here. That's it. And I can convert this chart to any chart. To 2 to 3 to 5 to 10 to 11. Any chart. So again, please pay attention that Nasdaq reached critical key level. As you will witness next, on oil, on Nvidia, on any instrument you choose to trade, converting this chart to 1. No software on Nasdaq, none is present. Here's the software on S&P. Correct? S&P has more space to go if this level remains intact. Critical key resistance becoming support. That's it. Pure and simple. So again, if price skyrocketing breaking through this level, you know hours and days in advance where price heading to. You learn in the course how to trade this. So no matter if you trade it range chart, tick chart, any chart, it's black and white. Precision and power of the predictive and proprietary Alpha Fibonacci system. On Nasdaq and S&P, massive numbers of charts with and without the software. So what does the intelligent trader would like to see right now? Powerful pullback, back down. If price is not giving you powerful pullback on Nasdaq, nothing here to do. But this is impressive. This is drastically more powerful than yesterday. A whole lot of mega power before FOMC. But we will find out next what price will react and do at this level. Again, S&P has a lot more work to do. S&P has 10 times less volatility than Nasdaq. It's a crawl, it's a pain. Oil this morning, forecast minus 1.9, more negative than number, more bullish than news, more positive than number, more bearish than news. So here's the oil with the Alpha Fibonacci system on institutional chart. Intelligent trader knew many months in advance this is a war zone. This is institutional buy point 56 level. This is institutional resistance 61. And again, I always encourage my students who trade institutional charts to back the system going back years. Here's one of my favorite events of 2025 with the Alpha Fibonacci system. As again, S&P staging pullback. As again, we knew very well, this is critical key event, correct? Pullback will be beautiful news on both. As Nasdaq reached key level, S&P not yet. So let's work on oil and let's take a look what oil have done with the Alpha Fibonacci system this year. As I work with incredible trader in Saudi Arabia who is only allowed to buy, not to sell the markets. Here's oil in March 2025. You understand quite well, many months in advance where to sell, where to buy oil from. Here's oil in the month of July. And as a retail trader, this is the most important chart as you're using institutional power to buy and sell the markets, correct? This is extremely important event. Pay attention to this chart, correct? Why is this so important and powerful? Because this was US bumping around. When all the gossip and all the noise screaming out loud. Oil supply is less, buy oil, except oil kept selling off from 75 all the way until 55 level. So today is a historical event on oil. If 55 is out, oil will collapse to 50. Are you ready for that? Despite US bombing around, despite Russian oil supplies being destroyed by Ukraine, oil keeps crashing. Voila. So this is a critical key level that will play out in front of you today. How to trade this, you learn in the course. So as we keep monitoring S&P and Nasdaq before oil news, we will review Nvidia before earnings. So this is a retail chart on oil. So if you're trading small charts, you need to short oil since yesterday morning, many days in advance. Again, you witnessed the identical levels in front of you on Nasdaq and S&P. Nasdaq at the bottom, no matter what chart you trade, skyrocketing higher and higher and higher. And we knew this morning not to short but look for long on S&P and Nasdaq, correct? Oil staging very different structure. Oil reached that top on retail chart. So again, let me take you back on oil by a week. Why not? Taking you back all the way to November 13. Oil skyrocketing, heading higher and higher and higher. You know quite well where to short oil from. So if you understand this morning that oil oversold in correlation with institutional buy point will be in a play again and again and again, best place for retail trader to be is 56-55 level. If institutions not defending, not buying this level, oil will collapse all the way to 50 again. And that's the power of the system, that you can trade on any instrument you choose. What is Nvidia telling us this morning? Key institutional buy point remains obeyed. Bearish correction on Nvidia testing key level. Nvidia overbought. So please pay attention to this level. As again, this level played out On Nasdaq this morning, correct? On any chart you choose to trade, yes? So as you're witnessing phenomenal rally skyrocketing, this was identical event on Nvidia. So if you cannot pass psychological and technical tests, look at the charts once an hour, once a day, once a week, once a month. Can you do that? This was Nvidia. Stunning buy point, second week in April. Despite tariff war, you knew to buy Nvidia. That's it. Again, pay attention. Identical event on Nasdaq this morning. So when you trade one, you can trade them all with the power of the Alpha Fibonacci system. So if you understand that Nvidia overbought and reached critical key, Alpha Fibonacci reversal zone, bearish correction, testing key, institutional buy point. That's it. Extremely important day on Nvidia, with 180 level being key. 180 is out, Nvidia will collapse to 160. Nvidia overbought at reversal zone. Not a pretty place to be on Nvidia, not by capital letters. Partial institutional profit taking is on. And if I bring to your attention Bitcoin, you knew many months in advance where Bitcoin would crash and burn from. Bitcoin already collapsed through 120 until 90,000 level. This level is key on Bitcoin, this level is a lifeline. This level is out, 77,000. Bitcoin can collapse all the way to 50 and then 25. So intelligent trader understands where to short Bitcoin from, where not to buy Bitcoin, correct? Again, 75,000 level is a lifeline for Bitcoin, where Bitcoin was bought with vengeance in the month of April. But first things are first, this level is key on Bitcoin. Ethereum catastrophic sell-off, even worse than Bitcoin, continues, correct? Entirely different place, entirely different reversal zone than Nasdaq. That's showing you time and time again. When you're trading Alpha Fibonacci system, you can trade any instrument, any time frame, any platform. Choice is yours. The instrument, the time frame, and the platform you will choose to trade. Bullish rally continues with vengeance. And again, and again, and again. With the power of the system, you know where price is heading to. Hours, days, weeks and months in advance. All depends on the chart you choose to trade. So let's take a break, let's come back for oil news. As again you're witnessing predictive simplicity and precision traded by traders all over the world. So if complete beginner traders can do this, if children of my students can do this, anyone can. Another son of hedge fund manager who brought his son to the course. So when Dominic does this after a couple of weeks in the course, being bored during COVID, and when you see that his father trading entirely different instruments, the sky's is the limit. My students are my marketing superpower. If children of my students can do this, if complete beginner traders can do this, anyone can. Pablo came to the course when he was complete beginner trader. Pablo is my dearest friend for life. I worked with him yesterday. He trades everything right now, not just futures but stocks, Forex, crypto, options. Sue is my other dearest friend for life. Unlike Pablo, who was complete beginner trader, she lost a fortune before. So I'm just clicking on the emails I see as again and again and again. These are journeys and stories from traders from all over the world. And every single one of these traders trading different instrument, different time frame, different platform. So you're witnessing price does exactly what we expected. And you're witnessing when you're using your limitless brain, the sky's is the limit. Ruben just joined the course. Options trader, trading spy. William paid for his friend's course. I had brothers buying courses for their brothers, husbands buying courses for their wives, friends buying friends. First time ever, friends been inviting friends to the course. But when friend buying a friend private mentoring on his birthday, that's an honor. That's it. So let's take a break and let's come back and see what price will accomplish before oil news. In the meantime, while we are on a break, please review and understand. If you're fortunate enough to join us during the month of November, you will receive the recording of my absolutely final Fibonacci Trading Bootcamp 2025, value of 2777 included in every package you will choose. So when you can view the recordings of the bootcamp 24/7, you witness the power of the system during extremely volatile markets instantly. So every single package includes the bootcamp. Private mentoring is the most desirable option. Group course, the most popular option. Private mentoring includes all video libraries, group course, trading room, everything. And I work with you one-on-one. Right now I work with oncological surgeon, cardiac doctor, business owner. I work with engineer. I work with traders all over the world on different time zones who cannot come to live classes. So please review my students' performance, view my students' reviews, because this is the biggest honor and the reason I live and breathe what I do and wake up at 4 a.m. So please view and listen to my traders and understand. My students are my dearest friends for life. All I ask you is to make an effort. Any questions for me, do not hesitate to contact me. But please review the information first and listen to my traders podcast. How father bringing their children, husbands bringing their wives, friends bringing their friends to the course. If you would like to speak to me, I'm always happy to answer your questions. +1 925 257 4298 or info@fibinstitute.com, as Bullish rally continues with vengeance. And you know where it's heading to even before FOMC. No matter if you trade 5, 3, 10, 1, range, tick charts, all of this is predictive. All of this is proprietary, with and without software. No software on this chart, none is present. I will be back before oil news. So here we are, 8 minutes before oil news. Critical key, Alpha Fibonacci level on S&P is reached. Intelligent trader also knows hours and days in advance this level is out, this level is next. Again, doesn't matter if you trade tick, range chart, doesn't matter what chart you trade. This is predictive proprietary system playing out in front of you live each and every day. So if you understand the power of this, which experienced traders see clearly, and I get recognition from top financial institutions, there is nothing else that can tell you weeks, months, years in advance, hours and days in advance where market heading to. Proprietary systems I continue developing for the last 21 years that I don't sell out to even Goldman Sachs. I teach to traders all over the world. So price collapses completely from the end of the minor trend on S&P before FOMC. It's a beautiful news. And again, absolutely no software on this chart. You can trade this on Fidelity, on MT4, MT5, Interactive Brokers, TradeStation, Thinkorswim. All you need, Fibonacci retracement tool and your brilliant, limitless brain power. And again, if you decide to trade with a software, no matter what chart you trade, did you know or did you know that this would be a problem? Of course. 21 years of developing my own systems and strategies. I promise you, you don't need anything else. You can day trade futures, you can trade Forex, you can trade crypto, as you will witness next. Oil news, but first things are first. Nasdaq staging pullback, of course, as expected, as intelligent trader sees with a single glimpse. The most important rule you learn in the course, in a play in front of you now. All discussions in live classes and video library you can view 24/7. So ladies and gentlemen, again to remind to you, oil in spectacular place. On retail chart, why is that spectacular? Because it is institutional buy point. So we're gonna see institutions defending this level at 56, 55 zone. Intelligent trader very well prepared, correct? On retail chart, oil oversold. Shorting the top is intelligent thing to do. Buying the bottom is also where intelligent trader trades. And again, if buyers are weak, the bullish rally will struggle to break. That's it. Oil oversold. Absolutely weak buyers before oil news. So if you know where to short from, if you know where to buy from, with institutional congruency, and you witnessed all of this in the trading room to the tick on massive numbers of charts, oil news, 4 more minutes. So let's take a look on few of my favorite events this year. Tesla, by far, outside of oil and Bitcoin, of course. Why do I love this chart on Tesla? Because everyone knows the drama with Elon Musk and Trump, correct? So here's Tesla exactly a year ago, when Elon Musk and Trump are the best of buddies and friends, correct? Lovey-dovey in White House, but Tesla getting ready to crash and burn. And you know very well why. Because price comes to Proprietary Alpha Fibonacci reversal zone. So here comes a crash on Tesla. Here comes the tariff war until price reaches Proprietary Alpha Fibonacci buy point in the month of April. So as Tesla's being burned all over the world, what does the intelligent trader understands? When Elon Musk being kicked out of White House and earnings are horror. Since the month of April, Tesla came out with catastrophic and horrific earnings time and time again, but Tesla more than doubled in value. So when you use your limitless brain and you understand the power of this, all you have to do is identify the instrument appropriate for you, your financial and psychological comfort, and your technical execution. Despite all the drama in the White House, despite horrific earnings, despite Tesla being burned, and grandmas marching, do not buy Tesla locally at Tesla headquarters, Tesla doubled their value. Also another one of my favorite examples, Euro. My goodness, how is this possible? Catastrophic wars in Europe, but the Euro more than doubled from 96 cents to 1118.7. So here we are on oil at the time of oil news. This never ever gets old. Buyers are here, but buyers are weak. I'm converting this chart to 1. Again, oil oversold. At the time of the news, you understand. This is the retail brick wall to the upside. This is a retail brick wall to the downside. Again and again and again, oil oversold. Identical buy point on institutional chart on oil in the month of April, correct? Identical buy point on Tesla in the month of April. Identical buy point on Nvidia in the month of April, playing out in front of you to the tick on oil. Key resistance is here, correct? 1 minute until the news. We have no idea what the news will be. None of us does, correct? All we know where oil is. 29 seconds to go. This is the reason I love bringing major news to the trading room, so you can see without any delay. Predictive symphony of Proprietary Alpha Fibonacci system. You stop gambling, you stop speculating, you start using your limitless brain. Correct? As S&P respecting this level, choose a tick. Buyers fully in charge, but this resistance causing a problem. Here we go, oil news pending. So, as oil news pending, let's go to the chart. Oil struggling to break through this level to the tick. Well before the news, You understand this is very important event. Market clearly preset, and I prove this in every single class. So, extremely bullish news on oil, double undersupply. So what in the world is happening with oil? It touched critical key Alpha Fibonacci break wall to the upside and collapsing despite phenomenal bullish news. How is this possible? My goodness, if trading on the news worked, every person on the planet would be Bill Gates. You would be shorting Tesla, you would be shorting Euro, and you would never expect Nvidia to collapse, and you would be buying Bitcoin left and right because of all the hype. But Bitcoin keeps selling off, and so is Ethereum, correct? Voila. So what has left? Your limitless human potential. That's what left. When you remove all the junk and all the noise, you understand quite well. Trading on the news is never a good idea. Using your limitless brain with the power of the Alpha Fibonacci system is. Again, we knew well before oil news, oil oversold. We knew well before oil news, not the place to short, but to monitor for long. Far in advance, you know where oil heading to. One step at a time. That's it. Pure and simple. After all, you are at retail buy point, combined with oversold markets. So this is extremely important event, and intelligent trader knows this far in advance. And that's the power of the system across multiple charts, multiple instruments, multiple time frames. Absolutely no software on this chart, none is present. And when you understand the power of this, and you can trade any instrument you choose, the sky's the limit. That's it. So here we are on Nasdaq, in exact same place where Nasdaq skyrocketed from, no matter what chart you trade, correct? How powerful is this? Here we are on S&P, remains stuck at key resistance. S&P 10 times weaker than Nasdaq, but oil and Nasdaq this morning exhibiting exact same behavior as Tesla in the month of April, as Nvidia in the month of April. Charts are twins. Only difference on oil it's 1, on micro Nasdaq it's 5. But if I change Nasdaq to daily, hourly, weekly, monthly, to tick to range charts, I will prove to you with a single glimpse. It is all the same. And that's the power of volatility and proprietary predictive simplicity of the Alpha Fibonacci system across multiple instruments and multiple time frames. So thank you, traders, so much for a phenomenal day. I hope you enjoyed this morning. I hope you're joining us. Thank you so much, everyone. Any questions, simply pick up the phone and call +1 925 257 4298. I'm off to continue developing my strategies to develop my systems. And I'm off to empower my students all over the world how to trade proprietary Alpha Fibonacci system across all instruments, all time frames, all platforms. Thank you so much, everyone. Take a great care. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Thank you, David. Amazing to see you. Bye-bye.